Hello, this is Kara from Kara Tarot with a general reading for Monday, November 3rd, 2025. I'm reading with the Tarot des Aux Arcs, and I'm going to be also using a card from the Loteria Remedios Oracle. I'm loving the autumnal oranges of this deck, although it could be also construed as being very summery. Doing a 4-card spread. Topic: gift to receive, gift to give, and action to take. All swords. Okay, all swords and a major. So right away we know this today is going to be a more internal and thoughtful day, also a day of communicating. I shuffled this deck really well, and I even played solitaire with it, which shuffles it more. Interesting. 6, 7, 8 of swords. So the topic today is, in Tarot de Marseille, 6s are very even. This is so kind of an even keel day, which might explain why it's mostly internal, mostly thoughtful. 6 is evenness and blossoming. Just a general day. We have white, oranges, and yellows mixed in here, and that's all purity mixed with a brightness. So I would expect a good day if that's your topic and that's your day, even keel. The gift to receive is the 7 of Swords. Now this has something cutting through the middle of this evenness, but with a light at the center. So this could be that you'll be receiving some news that brightens things up. See how we go from darkness down here to a light that then shines up. So you could be receiving some news or receiving information that's going to brighten things up. And from darker berries down here, we have more flowers. Some kind of little creature here, squiggly, there too. But here we have this dark, solid base. And so again, something cutting through, information cutting through. And then we have the 8 of Swords. And again, this is very, no, I'm sorry. This is the 9 of Swords. This is the 9 of Swords. So again, we have something cutting through a really stable, because 8s are kind of double 4s. They're very, very stable. But again, we have something cutting through to make this, it is stabbed through. It's not on top the way this is. It stabs through the heart of the matter. So whether it is this information or something, there's going to be, again, I see a movement from dark to light, but an unevenness here in the color. I read this deck by color a lot. And we still have blossoming out of this. So, but there is something's going to stab through the heart of the matter. Once you get this information in your very even-keeled day, something's going to come through. And again, here we have, so this is gray. And I think I do equate gray with thought also, like your gray matter. Whereas this is brown, this is earthy. So there's going to be a very earthy contextualization of this information that could weigh you down. And no, so wait a minute. So this is the gift. That's the gift to receive. This is the gift to give. Oh, So once you know this, you may have to impart difficult news. to someone is what I would say, since I do think this is information coming into you, and then you're going to have to relay that information, and it may not be welcome. You can soften it by trying to show how this will eventually be, could potentially be good news, but it's not going to be received evenly. And it's going to hurt. There's like ding as this comes in. There's going to be a sharp sting in it when you have to relay that information, but it looks like you are going to have to. So here you have le pape. You have this intelligence and this understanding of tradition, this understanding that, this is part of life, having to relay difficult information. It's interesting that this is a bright illumination for you, but for the people that receive it, it's not going to be taken that way. So that is part of what you'll have to mitigate in this situation, is that while you're relaying the information, you have to have an understanding of how it's going to land on these people. One person's hand flying out here has questions. So settle in when you get to this point of having to relay it. Settle in, listen, put on your wise King Solomon hat, evaluating both tradition and the new elements. And I'm going to add from the Loteria Remedios, the fish. Here, let me move these up a bit. So interesting, if I put this here, look at how these colors kind of, the fish is under the surface here. This is chance, trust, and opportunity. You'll need some reflective time in silence and waiting with little happening. We did say this was not going to be a very active day. So both of these come in here. This is a fish that has not been captured. There may be more to explore beneath the surface. Ask yourself if this is what you really wanted, especially if you have to deliver bad news. Is this the light that you thought you really wanted? We don't always know for certain that we're getting what we want until we have it in our hands. If the answer is no, throw the fish back into the waters and allow the opportunity to live on for another day. Fascinating. And this aspect will help you decide that your wisdom, your understanding, putting into the framework of longer-term goals. And it may not change that you still have to deliver the news, but there may be elements of it that you can let go to live for another day. Not everything has to be dealt with on the day that you receive it. I hope that's helpful for you today. Look at the glorious backs of this Tarot des Aux Arcs, so bright and beautiful. So we have a darker core today and brightness surrounding it, and I think that's this brightness. So, and nothing is unmixed. For everything that's good for someone, there's something that's bad for someone else. I'm hoping it's the best for you today. Thank you.